Hello and welcome back to the Mind and Money podcast. I'm Sherry, a financial coach.
And I'm Val, a financial planner. And we are talking about, we're revisiting overconsumption, which we talked about around this time last year, maybe. Talked about Project Pan, which was a trend about like using your blush and things right down to seeing the pan or the tin. So starting from that, but applying to all areas of life. Could be Project Peanut Butter Jar for all we care. And this is a good time, I feel, because this also, it's going to be not quite spring, but like we are getting through winter when this comes out. So I always find I'm kind of itching to be like, okay, like what can I declutter? What can I get rid of? And I find this interesting dance, I guess, between Project Pan, like using it up, but then also having things that I'm not using and holding on to them.
Preach.
Because I'm like, why am I keeping this? I'm not using it. But then I'm like, well, if I get rid of it, I haven't used it. I'm wasting it. But by it sitting there, I'm also not using it.
Yeah.
Right?
I feel that.
Because when we find the things that we like to use, we typically stick to those. Or similar with curly hair, skin products, we might have products that we purchase and they were not a good fit. But we still keep them.
Yeah.
Because we're never going to Project Pan those. We're never going to get to the bottom of them.
Or if you do, you're going to be miserable doing that. Because imagine you have a shampoo that just smells like shit.
Yes.
Or it makes your hair feel gross.
Right.
And
so
do you use it up with a high level of miserableness every time you use it? Or do you get rid of it? And yeah, that's interesting. One thing that I found myself doing as I go through this, and my focus has been on hair stuff over the last year and using up what I have. And one thing that I really paid attention to was my use of things, because if I needed a quarter size amount of shampoo and I'm trying to use something up and I don't really like it, I just be like, put that all on there, and I would be using it. And it's using it up, but it's not being anyways, but
it kind of defeats the purpose of,
but I really want this gross shampoo to be gone. But with some things I did give them away. So people with different textured curly hair,
which I like that when you can give things away, but some things no one else wants either.
Yeah.
And you don't necessarily want to donate them.
Oh yeah. Donating partially used products.
I'm like, that's so
the option is use it up
or throw it
out. Yeah. And the throw it out part, the guilt over, well, this was money. This was $10, $20.
Yes.
But the mental space that it takes up by being clutter in your space.
Like my ultimate is like, get rid of it.
Yeah.
Like that is, even though I ping pong, I get through the maze and I'm like, yes, throw this out. But it's interesting the things that we hold on to that we don't.
Yeah.
And won't use.
I'm going to come back in a little bit to some of the things that I've learned through focusing on underconsumption and Project Pan with my hair product journey. But just to expand on the decluttering, I recently saw something come across my feed. Swedish death cleaning.
Yes, my sister just did this to her house, and she's already a minimalist to begin with, and then she was Swedish death cleaning her house. So go on with like your learning.
My learning from the one video that I saw about it.
That's all we need.
Basically, the premise is you're cleaning your home with the thought of, if I'm dead, do I want somebody else to have to deal with this shit?
Or do I want them to see it?
Yes. And it's an interesting balance between you want to live your life and still have the things that you want to have and need to have, but how can you have fewer things and have things that really bring you joy?
Yes.
And not leave a burdensome amount of things if you were to die.
Yes.
Like, it's kind of wild. And really, the thing that I've learned the most from underconsumption is we use way less than we think we do, and we need way less than we think we do.
Even space-wise.
Space-wise is so crazy. And I was telling Val earlier, I recently came across a photo of all of my hair products that I took when we were first doing this episode last year. And when I was looking at the photo, I was getting some dopamine from, I use that up, that's gone. And then there were some things I'm like, oh, that container is pretty full still. And one of them in particular was a leave-in conditioner, like a cream style leave-in conditioner. I looked at it. The bottle's still half full. And the fact that I have used less than half a bottle in 12 plus months is a real, I do not need another one of these. And one of the things that I've really focused on too is that the reality is we live in a world where you can go and get something or have something delivered to your home in 24, 48 hours in most cases. So can you wait until that thing is empty? Because I wash my hair 2-3 times a week.
Right.
So if I use up a hair product that I love and I want to replenish, chances are I can pretty easily get that to my house or go out and get it before the next time I wash my hair. And if I can't, there's nothing that's so integral to my hair washing that I can't go without a little bit. So really seeing that and focus, like, how long does it take you to use something up? So with my skincare, I've used the same ordinary products for a while, and sometimes I switch it up, but my base, like, moisturizers are always the same. There's 2 different ones I use. Last time I opened them, I wrote on the caps the date that I opened them. And then I recently finished one. I was like, that took me like 3 months. And if you had have asked me before I did that legwork, I would have thought, oh yeah, I probably go through one every 6 weeks. But it was 3 months. So I think this comes down to our issues with time perception too, because
definitely,
like, just understanding practicality. How many of these things do you use in a year?
And also knowing where the things are. So that comes back to like the Swedish death cleaning, the decluttering. If you don't know where the ketchup is, as an example, or you're going camping.
Are you hungry? Peanut butter ketchup?
There's 3 ketchups in the fridge right now. Why? Great question. One was acquired from camping. The other one, like, not needed. Highlighters, Sharpies. I can think of some examples where until I had a system where they all live together, you'd be like, oh, I've got to get some new pens. I probably don't need pens for.
I may have purchased like an excessive amount of pens this year when, shockingly, at the turn of the new year, my brain went, I'm going to use a paper journal again and I'm going to use all the colors. This is a lie. I did not.
Yes. But having less stuff so you know where things are.
And having a place for it, because I have in my bathroom a space where this is where the unopened things go.
Yes.
And when I need something, when I'm out of something, and I'm a person that likes to be prepared. So if we take the ketchup out of the cupboard and put it in the fridge, I like to add a new ketchup to my order. And I'm pretty good about doing this, to the point where if my husband's like, no, we're out of ketchup, like, no, we're not, pulling everything out of the pantry.
So this?
And sometimes there's not, in fact, another ketchup.
And like, okay.
Yeah. I did not, in fact, replenish that time, but I like to do that with a lot of things.
Yes. I have a small stock area where things make sense, right? Like toilet paper, things that aren't going to expire, paper towels, condiments. You're like, oh yeah, did you check downstairs? Did you check?
Yeah. So figuring out what you're really using. And again, because our ADHD brains also like variety, but you think, oh, I'm going to stock up on X shampoo or moisturizer or ketchup.
Yep.
And then if you have a year's worth of moisturizer in your home, and then your brain finds a different one because Sephora sends you a sample in something that you order, and there's this cream that makes your skin feel soft as a baby's bottom, then you're like, well, oh shit, I really want to get this new one, but I have enough for the next year in my drawers. The competing priorities start to happen.
But then do you circle back, and when you get your taxes done, is that your reward?
Yes,
right?
Maybe.
Or adding to cart and saving. And social media is great for it. There was a girl, she's like, this is my viral hair growth oil, blah, blah, blah. I used to do masks and stuff and be better at that. And I had all the ingredients from her Amazon storefront in my cart. And I was like, okay, put them there.
Abby Young.
No, something Maya.
Oh yeah, the TikTok's been giving me the Abby Young hair method where there's a 7s product.
Okay.
Or yeah, it's a lot. You don't need all those things.
No. And I was like, until this is a reward, I don't need to buy these ingredients. I don't need to do this. My hair is okay. It is an added thing, yes, but do I need to buy all these right now? No.
Yep.
No, I do not.
Yeah, and that's interesting because I'm taking part in a challenge the first little bit of the year, and one of the questions is, what are your goals? And then what are your rewards for when you hit these goals? And like, and I had a really hard time thinking about, well, what are my rewards? Because grateful to be in a situation where X amount every payday is allocated to Sherry money, and I can use that for the things that I want. So then, and I spend my time largely the way I want to. So the time reward or the money reward, we're really thinking about it. The logic part plays in there too much. It's like, oh, but I'd really like, oh, but I don't need. But
Right.
it's okay to just really like something and want it and get it, even though there's not a need for it. So it's like
Yes.
finding that balance between
Yep.
being intentional with your spending, but sometimes allowing some freedom, but also that piece in there of, but is this going to add too much clutter and mental load to my space? So yeah, it's interesting because ADHD brains, we work well when there's not cluttered spaces,
Yes.
but we also forget things exist if we can't see them.
Yes.
And we also like to purchase things.
For dopamine.
Yeah. It's a wild space to live
Yes.
inside your own head. But I really am trying to find ways to just clean things up a little bit at a time and declutter. And I think we talked about that at the time too. But some of the things that I saw when the underconsumption trend was more popular was people just going through, like pulling out a giant drawer filled with lip glosses and then bringing the time factor into it and saying like, I have 50 lip glosses and I just used this one up. I just finished it. And I started using it really regularly 2 months ago. So then these 50 lip glosses
100 months
are going to take me 100 months to use up.
Yes.
And I hope we catch you before you get to 50 lip glosses because, yeah, they get you with the scents and
know what you have.
You want to have all of the colors. And yeah, I think a lot of it does come down to not knowing what you have too, which then the organization part helps a little bit with. And finding ways to keep it visual. Maybe your storage is clear drawers so you can see, and just really finding what works for you is the key to all the things.
Yeah.
And it's okay to throw something out, even if you equate it to throwing money in the garbage.
Yes, because if not, money's going to sit taking up space in your house.
If you're not going to, realistically, if you are not going to use it, or you are going to be unhappy every time you use it, bless and release. Let her go. Go to the garbage because she's done her job. Or maybe not so much in the lip gloss thing, but if it's hair care or something that's, a little less gross to give away. If you have friends over, just like, do you want any of these things? I'm not going to use them. Mm-hmm. And in X number of weeks or months, if they're not given away, rehomed, they go to the garbage. And that's okay. And just remember that next time Sephora or Amazon or something comes up to try and influence you, because I've noticed now when you're going to your cart on Amazon, they're like, wait. Here's a dozen things I think you might want or need. Do you want to just add them real quick? One click, you can add them. And it took a pause the first time it happened for my brain to be like, what is happening? This isn't my cart.
What is this step?
And I think they do that. They switch things up like that because then you're like, oh yeah, just need, oh, thank you so much. Yeah. And then you have more clutter in your house. So avoid that step.
Less is
on
more.
Amazon.
Less.
Yeah. Clear up your space, get rid of the things. What can you release this year so that your space feels better and lighter, and it allows you to welcome other things that bring you more joy into your life. So
thank you for listening.
And we can't wait to see you next time on the Mind and Money Podcast.